Okay, is there any other book that you would like to comment?
Well, maybe other books that I sort of like. I think this is almost good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is very colorful. That's
Mm-hmm.
nice. Maybe not very clear,
Uh-huh.
because here too you have too much on one page, and maybe a bit too different styles of things, and too many different kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not very clear.
Okay.
But it's colorful, and I think the content is quite okay. You have things for grammar, things like this. So there's an effort made on presentation, but too much information, I think, at the time.
You would classify it as saturated?
Yes. Yeah. I don't think I would like to really use it because of that, but there are good things in it, but I wouldn't choose this one. What else? This one is sort of quite clear. It has a clear logic of its own. You have pictures, even if it's black and white. There's maybe a bit more space on the pages. Mm-hmm. It's not very interesting because you just have sort of well, you have text, you have pictures, but the pictures are really functional. You don't have anything fun about them. But maybe for students who are really focused on learning grammar and that sort of things, I think this might be quite good. Mm-hmm. It's not so heavy, even if it's not so interesting either. So maybe sort of in between.
Okay. Anything else?
I think those are the books I know the best, so I won't have so much things to say about the others, but I'm afraid the presentation is not very strong point of Finnish books traditionally. This is maybe a bit better because, already the colors, and of course this is, I suppose it's made to be used with the videos. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's a bit difficult to sort of evaluate it as a book without that. Actually, I have to say, this one as well, you have the videos that sort of, if the book is dull, maybe the videos help a little bit. They are quite playful and they sort of bring something, of course, to the teaching. And that's something that most of the books don't have. Mm. So, of course, that's
that type of media.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, if there's anything else you would like to add about clarity, then we could skip now to content.
Okay.
So in content, I would like to ask, which of these books do you consider most effective in the teaching?
That's a very difficult question because I think that's something that doesn't depend so much on the book, but on the way the book is used. Mm-hmm. So for example, this one, I don't know if it's really effective as a book. Well, maybe yes, because what's good about this is that you have plenty of exercises. So if you do them, then probably you're going to learn what you're supposed to learn. So maybe that's the good point of this book, and they are quite. I mean, they are different. You practice different skills and from different points of view. So maybe that for the content is quite good. I think the content of this one is probably quite good as well if you can find it in the middle of all this. Mm-hmm. But I think it's quite. What's the word if you have sort of many different things from many points of view? It's like
diverse.
Yeah, maybe? Diverse. Yeah, monipuolinen, diverse maybe. Mm-hmm. So I think that's maybe the
different points of view.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah. So I think this is okay for that as well. Yeah. This one is quite concentrated on grammar, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There are texts too, but to learn to speak the language, to use the language, I think it would take a lot from the teacher to add things to this if you use this in class.
Mm.
Because there are not so many sort of interaction things in it.
Okay.
But maybe it's made to be used that way, that you're supposed to add that side to it.
Would you say that it's rather a bit more passive type of learning?
Maybe, yes, sort of academic purposes. For that, I think it is quite good. But for someone who would really like to learn to use the language, I would maybe take this one.
Okay.
And the same thing for this. I think this is the sort of same. Even with the videos, the videos are nice and it's sort of quite natural language for the dialogues, but and well, it is. Both of these are made for university students, so I think that shows. But some university students would like to learn to speak as well. So.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course there are different things, because for example this one it's made for learning the spoken language, but at the same time I don't know if it's really made to be used alone, or is it just sort of an extra material for a course where you do other things as well. But I don't know this well enough to say if you do only this, would you get enough content? I think this is made more to be an extra material to complete other things.
Okay, I want to go back to the comment that you made, that these two are probably made for university students.
Yeah.
Those books, Hyvin menee and Suomen mestari and Sopi Suome, for whom do you think they are? Who's the target?
Yeah, I think here the target is maybe, especially for this Suomen mestari, the target is quite wide. Because of what I said, because there's a minimal amount of information in the book. For example, they don't use English as explaining language, so you can use this also on courses where you teach in Finnish, where you have people from different origins, and I know this is used for groups of adults who are not educated, and it seems to work. But I think it also works at the university, because you can, as a teacher, you can add sort of things to it. And I suppose it's the same thing for this one.
Would you say they're versatile?
Maybe yes. Yeah. Compared to the others, yes, I would say so. So for adults, that you can see from the choice of the people that are in the text, and sort of the context in that way, but it's not sort of too demanding from an academic point of view.
Okay, if you could tell in 3 words what would make a book effective, what would you say? Or more words.
Yeah. Well, maybe one thing would be this diverse character of the exercises, because that's a way of assuring that the students get a lot of practice, and I think the practice is really, really important. Then maybe another point is that it should be quite close to the reality. So the language that's used, it should be sort of natural, and the words or expressions should be quite frequent, so that there's not too big gap between the book and the language that the students hear around them.
Sorry, can I pause just a second?
Yeah.
I think I have a